So if people happen to show up, they do invite a few of their own people to show up. But then if someone else happens to hear about it, they come, and we've heard many conservatives who have come to try and talk to them. You have to fill out a survey, fill out issues that you talked about, fill out your name. Who knows what they do in that in between to check and see registration? I don't know what they're doing, but they very clearly decide who gets to go back in and see him.
Take a number.
Yeah, take a number.
You have time to see about 3 minutes to talk to him, and you only get there's usually about 300 people, and only gets to see about 10.
Yeah, and it's clearly the ones he needs to
And you
approve.
almost never get an email response, because I get sent so many emails.
I get a lot of email responses from him.
They're canned.
None of them have anything to do with what I done.
Right.
It's like a phrase.
Yeah. It's not from.
What's your position on illegal immigration?
There you go.
And pro-life, right to life, embryonic stem cell research.
Yeah.
Tell me who you are.
Good. I'm 100% pro-life. I've been leader of the pro-life caucus down in both the House and the Senate down in Springfield. So for me, I believe life is valuable, whether it's the beginning of life or end of life. One of the things that really scares me with the healthcare debate is we're forcing doctors to start being involved in ending life. I really believe that it could lead to that. I don't know if this legislation actually does it, but it's heading that way in some of the social engineering that's going on in discrimination there. So I'm very committed to life, and we'll continue to have that commitment. As far as legal immigration, I am opposed, 100% opposed to illegal immigration. I think we all are. I am opposed, 100% opposed to an amnesty program. We just kind of wipe the slate clean and say, oh, okay, oh well, you're all here.
There's going to be a lot of votes in November. I mean, between now and November, they're going to do a lot of.
I know they're pushing on it, but I don't. That's where we need to step up and say. I also think it takes a lot of people off who live through it the right way. And I've been talking to a lot of immigrants, recent immigrants who actually went through a very, very difficult process of trying to get through the immigration and naturalization process. Now the State Department process. A couple things, it's broken. We talk about the tax system being broken. Clearly our immigration system is broken. We've got to clean that up. It's not right where someone makes a decision somewhere that it's easier to be illegal than it is to go through the process, and they just choose to be illegal. That's wrong. And so we've got to start cleaning up the bureaucracy of the process so we actually know who's coming here and who isn't coming here. One thing I think Glenn Beck, and I don't know a lot about this, but I think he's been somewhat outspoken about that too, that we are an immigrant nation. I know my great-grandparents came here, and that's not a bad thing as long as there are people who are actually providing benefit to our nation, and we know who's actually here. And the problem is when we've got bureaucracy running things.
Somebody heard me.
Yeah. A couple other things. I absolutely support tightening up the borders. We've got to have absolutely tight borders. We've got to do everything we can to make sure that we're controlling them, that we have the resources to keep people out. It drives me crazy that something like the Christmas Day uncut bomber could happen where every other single nation knew about that guy who was bad news, and yet we knew about it. Supposedly one part of the group knew, but somebody else didn't. And then we let him land here, and they were going to interview him when he landed here. It's just as sickening to me that we're endangering our citizens. And this is a happening place. It's fun. So I don't know if that answers your question. Absolutely tightening up the borders, no amnesty. Let's clean up the bureaucracy of the process, so we really know who's coming and who isn't, and so we can track that. So that's really, yes.
I have two questions. One on the Thompson Center. I don't want these people brought into our state. I mean, keep them in Guantanamo. Nice, tropical island. That's my opinion. I'd like to know how you feel about it. And the other one I'd like to ask or find out what we can do or with this new Obamacare. People that don't have insurance, people who are not living on unemployment, people who are struggling and making it without the government help are now going to be taxed. I know I have a couple independent children in my family who are carpenters, and we all know what that industry is doing. They're barely surviving, but they're not surviving on the government. And now they're being told that they will be taxed. This is wrong under every level of wrong. They're not asking for a dime, but yet they're going to be charged many dimes because they can't come up with, they have a choice of making their rent payment or buying health insurance. I've been there. I supported my kids on my own, and I know I had to make many a choice. Kids, you can't get hurt. We don't have insurance right now. Mom's out of work. And we made it. You know, we didn't take anything from anybody, and that's what the people are doing now. We're all cutting back, and on that note, why isn't the state taking a cutback? Why aren't all them taking 10% off their pays? I mean, why don't they be a role model to the rest of us? We've taken cuts. I've been out of work 3 years. I know.
Or why is
We did-
healthcare different than the rest of us?
Well, yeah, and that's what.
I don't get this.
Yeah.